So when you're ready, take another deep breath in and give everything a good squeeze. And exhale and just let that go. And just do that a couple more times. I'm going to sneak back here, squeezing and releasing, letting go of any tension from your body, from your mind. And we'll do that one more time. Inhale, tense and squeeze. And exhale and release. And now just give your shoulders a little roll. You can lift and lower, squeeze and release as you lower and lift. And then maybe you can do one shoulder at a time. If only one side is available today, just lift and lower the same side. Good. Do that two more times each side. Last one. Very good. So now let's bring the elbows in with the palms face up. We'll just open and close the hands here. Warming up all of the joints in our body. Stay connected to your breath. Good. Last one. Now bring your arms down with your palms facing forward and just lift and lower. We'll be doing this movement several times today. Next time we do it, we'll have some weights in our hands. So just waking up the muscles and the joints and the tendons. Good. 5 more seconds. Last one. Awesome. All right, bend your elbows again, and this time lift and lower your elbows out to the side. Good. And then in preparation for triceps exercises, when we move into our weight portion of our workout, we're going to practice some of our options here. So you can extend your arms up and bend your elbows this way. That's one way to wake up those triceps. You can also reach back and bend your elbows back behind you. If it's an option to lean forward a little bit, you can add in a bit of a lean. Can also push yourself up out of your seat, or if you're sitting back far enough to the back of your seat, you can press and release your elbows back into your chair. Okay, and we'll come back to that again when we have weights. All right, so now let's get a little bit more active. Let's move into a bit of a running motion. Maybe we are skiing today. Maybe we are running today. Maybe we're walking. Okay, so you have options here. And just find a nice, steady, comfortable pace here. For those of you, if it's an option to lift and lower your knees, you can add in a bit of a marching movement here as well. And I'm sure you've already had the reminders, but just a quick reminder to listen to your body today. Make sure you move according to your body's needs and goals. All right, now let's add some punching. And this is a full extended arm, so you can just extend in front of you. I'm doing alternating sides. You could also do both at the same time. Good. 5 more seconds. All right. And then just one arm, just punch across. It's a slight diagonal just to get a little bit of a twist. If that twisting motion doesn't feel good to you today, then just punch in front of the body. Okay. If it's an option for you to switch sides, you can switch to the other side, punch across. 5 seconds. Last one. And palms face up. We'll toss some balls. Like we are juggling today. I definitely feel like I am juggling today. You can toss them way up in the air. Maybe they're heavy and you got to drop down low to pick them up again before they hit the ground. Good. Challenging yourself to move a little further away from the center. Challenging your balance and your core. Good. Almost there. All right. Now let's climb some rope. So hands right here in front, one hand over the other, pulling down on that rope like you're climbing up the side of a mountain, which I think is a crazy thing to do, but I know some people love it. Again, if it's an option for you to add in a bit of a march, you can do that as well. Good. Last one. All right. How about a little crisscross pull? And right now, we're just kind of keeping this at a nice steady pace. Later on, we will speed these up, increase the intensity. But right now, we just want to get nice and warm. 3 more seconds. Last one. Very good. Bring your arms down by your sides and just on one side, reach towards the ground. Reach like you're going to touch it. Reach. Now, if you want to add a little pull, you can reach and pull like you're picking up a suitcase or a big bag. Good. One more. And then you can trade sides or repeat on the same side. So first we're just reaching, just getting that motion going here. And then if you want to add a little pickup, good. 5 more seconds. Last one. Awesome. Let's row the boat. Many ways to row the boat. You can go across the body, sort of a figure eight kind of motion. You can also go right here in front, more of a stirring motion. One side or both sides. Okay, so pick what works best for you. Nice, steady pace. Notice your breath. All right, 5 more seconds. Last one. All right, so moving on, we're going to move on to our weights. If you want to use some hand weights today, or maybe you've got some that you can strap onto your wrists. Maybe you're holding some objects from around your house that add a little extra weight today. Have a sip of water if you need to, and then go ahead and get yourself all ready. When you are ready, you can come into your ready position, elbows back, palms face up, and then just join me when you're ready to start moving. So we'll have 3 sets of these weighted exercises. Each one is about a minute. Take a little break in between, so it's a little less than a minute. So we're halfway through. This exercise gets the muscles of the rotator cuff around the shoulder blade, top of the shoulder. You want to make sure you're not swinging them, so sometimes the momentum will kind of pick up for us. So try to control that momentum nice and steady. Good. Last one. All right. Keep those elbows bent. Lift your elbows out to the side. It can be one arm only. You can alternate arms or stay on the same side. Of course, both sides can work at the same time. If your weights are kind of light and you're feeling stronger today, maybe you want to make your arms straighter. It's going to increase the intensity and the weight. And we're about halfway through. Looking good. Three more seconds. Last one. Very good. Straight arms down by your sides, palms facing forward. Lift one arm or both arms just right in front of your chest. Good. We're halfway there. All right. Check in with your breath. We've got 3 more seconds. Last one. Now we have bicep curls. Palms face in, and then rotate the palm to face up as you bend, and rotate the palm to face in as you lower. So that's the traditional style of bicep. Now you could always do a hammer curl instead. Just leave out that rotation of the forearm, and the palm stays facing in. Okay, we're halfway through, so just pick the variation that you prefer, that works best for you. You can even mix it up a little bit if you want to. Good. 3 more. Last one. Excellent. All right, so we talked about these triceps exercise. Let's give them a try now with some weight. So this is the overhead extension option. It can be back behind you, extending the arm back. You can also push yourself out of your chair or press your elbows back into your seat. Okay, so we're halfway through. About to be a little earthquake. It's my cat jumping on the table in front of the monitor. All right, we got 8 more seconds. Last one. Very good. All right, round 1 is done. Quick little break. Shake it off. Stretch it out. Have a sip of water if you like. And then when you are ready to go again, come back into your ready position. Elbows back, palms face up, open and close. Just finding a nice steady pace here. Try not to let the head pull forward or let the shoulders drop, right? So you want to try to keep the heart lifted. And we're halfway through. Hey there, buddy. 10 more seconds. Last one. All right, now we have our lateral raises, lifting and lowering to the side. You don't need to lift it any higher than the shoulder. So if you notice the shoulder kind of picking up, maybe don't lift the elbow quite so high. See if that takes the tension out of your shoulder. Remember your options. We're halfway through. The arms can be straight for more challenge. Good. 3 more seconds. Last one. All right, anterior deltoids or front raises, lifting and lowering, palm stays facing up. All right, 30 more seconds. Five more seconds. Last one. Awesome. Now we have our bicep curls. You can do a hammer curl. The palm stays facing in. Traditional curl with the rotation in the forearm. And single arm alternating or both at the same time. Let that arm fully release. It's actually on the lengthening of this work that actually creates the strength in that muscle. Good. We're almost done. 10 more seconds. Doing great. Last one. All right, so pick your triceps exercise that you enjoy. You can work one side or both. Nice, steady pace, y'all. You're doing great. All right, we are halfway there. Doing great. 5 more seconds. Last one. Very nice. All right, we have a quick little rest again. Shake it off. Hydrate. And whenever you are ready, come back into your ready position. And when you're ready to begin, you can follow me. This is our final round. Halfway there. Ten more seconds. Check in with your breath. Last one. Very good. Lateral raises. Depending on how heavy your weights are, lighter weights, you might go a little faster, slower, or rather heavier weights, you might go a little slower. I'm using 3 pounds today. Doing great. We are halfway there. Hey, buddy, don't put your claws in me. He's about to go climbing up my leg. Last one. All right. Straight arms, front raises. Good. Keeping the heart lifted, eyes lifted. Halfway there. Check in with your breath. Five more seconds. Last one. All right, bicep curls, choosing your favorite variation. Now I can add one little extra if you want something new. These are lateral biceps. And palms stay facing up. Good. We're about halfway through. Check in with your breath. Make sure you're not holding it. Good. Listen to your body. Go at your pace. Last one. All right. Final round of triceps. Looking good. We're almost there. And 30 seconds to go. 3 more seconds. Last one. Very good. All right, we're done with the weights. You can set those off to the side. Maybe need another little stretch. Have a sip of water if you like, and then prepare for our next round. So moving into our cardio portion, we're going to start with a little run or jog. And here we want to start to go a little bit faster, a little more intensity. So start to really run, 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 run. Maybe start to speed it up a little bit more. Or maybe we're skiing. Maybe you're adding in the legs and the feet if that's an option. Okay. So again, as we start to increase the intensity, it may not look like anything anymore, and that's okay. As long as you are moving, that's what matters. And each of these exercises will go for about 40 to 45 seconds, and then we'll take a quick little break before we move to the next one. All right, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, shake it off. I might have gone a little extra long on that one. Okay, next up, we have crisscross pull. You're going to crisscross in front and pull your elbows back. This is the same thing as a punch and pull. So you can punch or you can add the crisscross. Now feel free to increase the intensity, increase the speed, going faster than I am, right? So you find your edge today. Good. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. Take a breath. All right, next up, we're going to play the drums, palms face down. You can start with a bongo drum right here in front, right at your knees. And then maybe you have another one off to the side. Maybe you got another one over here. Now maybe you got drums everywhere. You want to start to play all those drums. You can also use drumsticks, so maybe you're holding drumsticks instead. That's fine too, right? And then just take it all over your space, challenging your balance, challenging your core. Good. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. All right. So short little rest, just enough time to catch your breath, have a sip of water, and then moving on to our next exercise, catching flies, catching all around you. You want to catch them as fast as you can so they don't get away. Reaching high, reaching low, reaching behind you. You can also swat them away if you'd rather not catch them and you just want to swat them away. It's a very similar movement. Good. All right, we're almost there. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. All right, check in. Okay, we're going to row that boat again. Rowing your way across or in front, making a stirring motion. And then again, you can speed it up to a point where it doesn't even really look like you're doing anything but moving in all kinds of wild ways, and that is okay. So feel free to go faster than me. 15 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. All right, so check in, do a little body scan, check in with your heartbeat, your heart rate, slow down your breath, and then let's climb a rope. Here we go. Here you can challenge yourself to reach a little higher, to go a little faster. If you're not right up against the back of your seat, maybe you can lean back a little bit to activate the core challenge a little bit more. Doing great. 5 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Rest. Very good. Shake it off. Wiggle your fingers, circle your wrists, maybe have a nice stretch. Okay. And then come into your ready position when you're ready for another crisscross pull. This works the shoulders, the chest, upper back, cardio. Good. 15 seconds. Good. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Deep breath in, deep breath out. You might be starting to feel a little warm. I know I am. All right, we're going to play those drums again when you're ready. Palms face down, or maybe you're using sticks, either way. And here we go, drumming around. All around you, making some noise. In front of you, beside you, all around. 5 more seconds. All right, take a break. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Doing great. Time to catch some flies again. Here we go. You can catch them or you can swoosh them away, swat them away. Challenging yourself to reach a little further, reach a little higher. Doing great. 15 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. All right, check in with your breath. Moving on now to our rowboat. Here we go. Pick up your pace whenever you're ready. Increase the intensity by going faster, maybe by leaning back, or maybe by rocking a little bit forward and back. These are all just some options, some choices you can make. Feel free to make up your own, modify and adapt, get creative. Good. 15 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Let go of tension. Check in. All right, time to climb that rope again. Here we go. Pulling down, reaching up, pulling straight down. Again, you can lean back a little bit, or you can rock forward and back just to increase the challenge. Good. We are about 15 seconds left. Three, two, one, and rest. Very good. Okay. Next, we're going to play the drums again. I'm playing lots of drums today, making lots of noise. Palms down, or use your drumsticks. All around you, in front of you, like you're playing patty cake, or above you, beside you. Good. About 5 more seconds. And rest. Very good. Okay, so I think next we're going to juggle the balls. Here we go. Up and all around, beside you, above you, below, all around you. Doing great, y'all. Getting all those balls juggled today. Three, two, one, and rest. Very good. Okay, what haven't we done yet today? We haven't done any speed punching. So let's bring the elbows out, hands into fists, and we'll punch it out right here. Now here you can choose to lean back a little bit or rock forward and back. Or maybe you are dodging your opponent. Doing great. Got 10 more seconds. He's looking at me like, what are you doing? All right, take a quick rest, buddy. Okay. Next up, we're going to crisscross and pull. Here we go. Again, if you want to leave out the crisscross, it becomes a punch and pull. One side or both sides. Five more seconds. And last one. Very good. Nice breath. Have a sip of water if you want to. And come down on the home stretch. Something else we haven't done yet is a reach up and reach down. So start with your hands on your lap, reach up and down. You reach to your high, you reach to your low, and tapping the legs in between. Good, almost there. 5 more seconds. Last one. Very good. Whew. All right, that's a good one. Take a nice breath. All right, so next up, let's climb the rope. Here we go. Good. Pulling down as fast as you can. Maybe reaching a little bit higher for a little more intensity. Five more seconds. And rest. Very good. Check in. Okay. So for this final round, we're going to go a little bit faster and do a little bit of everything. Okay. So let's start with some speed punches. We'll do like 10 seconds or so of each thing. All right. And then climb the rope. Now let's juggle. And now let's crisscross pull. All right. When you're ready, let's reach up and down. Good. Two more. And then play the drums. And drum it all out. Good. And catch some flies. All right. And we'll end it with rowing the boat. Good. We'll go for 15 more seconds. Good. One last little burst. All right. Bring it to rest. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Maybe cross one arm over your chest and just give it a squeeze in Stretching the back of the arm here. And trade sides. Maybe bring your hands behind you. You can either interlace your fingers behind you or hold on to the seat behind you. Just lift your chest. Good. Bring your arms down beside you and just lean to one side and lean to the other side. One more each side. And come back to center. Place your hands on your legs. As you inhale, let your eyes and nose look upward. As you exhale, tuck your chin and look down. And again, inhale. Maybe slide your elbows back, looking up. And exhale, slide your fingers forward, look down. And maybe one more time. And then come back to center. And just take a moment to come to a posture of rest. Eyes can be open or closed. Notice the effects of this practice. Slow down the breath and just allow your breath to move into your belly, expand into your ribs and chest. And exhale all that breath out. Let it go. Leaving behind anything you don't want to carry back into your day with you. And take another deep breath in and exhale. Let something go. And move back into your day with peace, grace, strength, and ease. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Great to see you as always.